who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry. Your shot is your shot.
What happens when a WNBA player cares more about getting likes on Instagram than making basketball shots? Just ask Angel Reese. Recently, her actions have left even her own fans disappointed and upset. They were so frustrated that they practically forced her to make a big change. While Reese is busy stirring up drama online for all the wrong reasons, Caitlin Clark is out there breaking records with her hard work in the gym. Here's something to think about. What if Reese spent as much time improving her game as she does on perfecting her selfies? Instead of working on her basketball skills, she's spending time walking down red carpets, complaining about her salary, and deleting her social media accounts in what some might call a public meltdown. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out there training hard, working on her basketball skills, and still finding time to give back to charity. It's clear these two players have very different approaches to their careers. And trust me, you won't believe what WNBA legend Sue Bird had to say about all this. Let's break it down. While one rookie is deleting her social media, the other is busy taking out her competition on the court. First, we have Angel Reese, who calls herself Who Barbie. She seems to care more about her public image than her basketball performance. Living up to her Bayou Barbie nickname seems to be more important to her than perfecting her skills on the court. One example of this was when she wore a revealing mocha-colored animal print gown on New Year's Eve. The dress had such a high slit that some joked it might block shots better than she can. However, this fashion show didn't sit well with many of her fans. In fact, Reese's Instagram account disappeared quickly after that, and fans were left wondering why. Apparently, her outfit was too much for some fans to handle. But don't worry, Reese fans, she's still active on TikTok and Twitter. Priorities, right? While Reese is busy lip-syncing and going viral online, her critics are saying she's focusing too much on fashion and branding, and not enough on basketball. It's almost like she's trying to be like the Kardashians with a basketball twist, except it feels like the basketball part isn't as important to her. Now, let's look at Caitlin Clark. She's the player who's actually living up to the hype. Sure, Clark does some off-court activities too, like charity events and golfing, but most of her time is spent on the court. While Reese is busy perfecting her poses for photos, Clark is busy perfecting her game. Her off-season training is serious. She works on drills that are so tough they could even make professional players sweat. Actual basketball, imagine that. While Angel Reese seems to care more about internet fame, Caitlin Clark is focused on improving her skills, like working on her shooting, getting stronger, and mastering her left hand. Meanwhile, Reese continues to post on Instagram, stacking posts like a house of cards. Maybe Reese needs some advice from a WNBA legend. Oh, and guess what? While Reese is trying to break the internet, Sue Bird, a WNBA legend, just gave her some tough love. Sue Bird weighed in on the situation, and let's just say, she wasn't holding back. Her words could have a big impact on Reese's future in the league. It's clear these two players are on very different paths, and the choice they make about where to focus their energy will determine their future success. When Sue Bird speaks, people listen, and this time, her words have many wondering if she's offering Angel Reese a chance to turn things around or predicting her downfall.
But now they're in that world, and so my only advice is usually just to make sure they keep basketball the main thing, because at the end of the day, that is your vehicle.
Bird didn't name names, but it's clear who she was talking about when she called out athletes for caring more about their personal brands than their on-court performance. She even compared them to LeBron James, pointing out how he never skips a workout, even with all his commitments outside of basketball. It's like Bird is holding a mirror to Reese and showing her the difference between focusing on your brand and focusing on your game. Bird's warning isn't just about missing a few gym sessions. She's talking about the long-term career of a professional athlete. Her message is clear: focus on basketball, not the camera. While Bird is sharing this advice, what is Angel Reese doing? She's out walking red carpets, doing podcast interviews, and complaining about her salary. It almost seems like she's trying to get a spot on a reality TV show, instead of working toward becoming a WNBA star. Bird isn't just talking for no reason. She's a legend, and she didn't get there because of her social media. She's seen what happens when players lose focus, and it's never good. The result is usually a shorter career, fading skills, and getting remembered for the wrong reasons. When you prioritize media stunts over your game, your basketball starts to look more like a TikTok video than a WNBA highlight reel. And trust me, Angel Reese has already had a blooper go viral online, exactly the kind of mistake Bird warned about. You might think Reese is still focused on basketball, but think again. When's the last time you saw an unedited training video from her? Let's be real, there's nothing wrong with building a personal brand. But when that brand becomes more important than your actual game, it's time to rethink your priorities. Now, let's talk about Caitlin Clark. We'll get into her hard work in a moment, but for now, let's focus on Reese. The critics are starting to speak up, and they're not holding back. When the big names start calling you out, you need to listen. It's not just Sue Bird raising concerns. Dave Portnoy, the head of Barstool Sports, has also weighed in. Known for speaking his mind, Portnoy didn't hold back when he called out Reese's behavior. He wasn't impressed with what he called classless actions, and he didn't stop there. So, why is Portnoy so upset? He doesn't believe in the image Reese is selling. He's tired of seeing her everywhere on red carpets, Instagram posts, and giving off the "look at me" vibe, instead of focusing on her basketball career. He made it clear, fans want to see athletes play, not just influence online. He's basically telling Reese, how about working on your jump shot instead of your photo opportunities? And just when it looks like Reese might catch a break, Shaquille O'Neal enters the conversation, adding his own thoughts to the growing criticism. Let's be clear, Shaq isn't just any critic, he's an LSU legend, Reese's mentor, and someone who knows how to balance on-court success with off-court fame. When Shaq speaks, the basketball world listens. And what he said about Reese? Ouch. He compared her to Joe Smith, a player who was talented but never reached superstar status. Basically, Shaq is saying Reese is all flash and no substance, someone pretending to be.
You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is, like everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry.
A superstar. With all this criticism, you'd think Reese would be working hard in the gym to prove everyone wrong, but instead, she seems more focused on building her social media. Those overly edited videos of her making three-pointers? People aren't buying it. No one's saying Reese can't have a life outside of basketball, but when her off-court antics start getting more attention than her performance on the court, that's a problem. And right now, Reese is right in the middle of that problem. Want to see real dedication? Caitlin Clark is showing us all what it looks like. While some players chase fame and red carpet moments, Clark is out there chasing greatness. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.